So we all know that Mrs. Miles has a very favorite red word, right? Ready? Let's do my favorite red word. O-F-O. But not only do I have a favorite red word, I have a favorite sound. All right, so we know it's going to have an ow in it. Oh, check and make sure you're sitting and listening, please. And let's take a look at our word. Now, when I go over to write, do you need to do anything? No. Well, just watch for right now. Just watch. Oh, I have some friends already making predictions. Let me show you just the first letter, and then we'll see if you can make a prediction. Ready? Oh, that's your first hint. Wait a minute. Mrs. Miles said that her favorite sound is ow, but that is definitely not an ow. Oh, look at my friends who are starting to put the pieces together, starting to make predictions, and raising their hand to give a guess. Willow, what are you thinking? You are right. So for down, we've got D, and then my favorite sound, O-W, which is ow. And then D, ow. What do we hear at the end? N. So now let's go ahead and grab your marker or your crayon and let's write it together. Please, 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 please do me a favor. Check your D and make sure it is not a B. Otherwise, you will be writing bound. And I don't know about you, but I'm not really sure what a bound is. So, look and see. The circle part on my D is going this way. So let's do D, O, W, N, down. Okay, I'm going to check and make sure we've got lots of D's and not B's. If you... Please stop. If you accidentally make a B instead of a D, since we're using markers, just cross it out and write next to it. So, D, O, W, N, down. All right, let's go ahead and flip the page on the back. Now, do you know what we're going to do on this page? Yes. But are you just going to start writing? No, let's do it together so we can practice saying the letters. Ready? Let's go up to number 1. Ready? D, O, W, N, down. Let's try number 2. Ready? D, O, W, N, down. And one more turn on number 3. D, O, W, N, down. All right, we're thinking about a sentence that might have down in it. Now, as we've talked about, sometimes it's really hard to start a sentence with down, but we might have to put it in the middle, like I go down the stairs. Okay, oh, thank you so much for raising your hand. Jordan, what's your idea? I went down the stairs. Great idea. Bryn? I went down there. Great idea. Lainey? I went down the road. Another good example. Max. Down the what? Down the hose. Georgia, what's your idea? My cat jumped down. Doesn't have to be me. My cat could jump. My brother could jump. My sister could jump. Levi? Can I go downstairs? I was thinking about something else we can go down. What, William? Oh, can we go downtown? Dominic? I went down the slide. I like that one. I think we should use that one since recess is a favorite of ours. So let's think what we're going to write. Watch my fingers. I went down the slide. How many words was that? 5. So let's go start with our capital I. I went. Here it comes. Down. D-O-W. Down the slide. S-O-I-D. And since my I is saying I, what do I need to add at the end? A magic E, and of course a period at the end. I went down the slide. I went down the slide. Yeah, there's a magic E at the end of slide, so that it says slide and not slid. When you are finished with the sentence, will you let me know by standing up with your book in your hand, please? Oh my goodness, look at these friends. They already are ready. They know exactly what we're going to do. I love it. They've got their hand out. Okay, let's look at the word down. How many letters do you see in down? 4. So how many taps will we do? 4. Okay. Are we ready? Okay, here we go. Start at your shoulder. D-O-W-N, down. Good job. Try again. D-O-W-N, down. Okay, try it by yourself.
D-O-W-N, down.
These are, we call them the Deacon Bartlow specials because Deacon and I know that sometimes we say them kind of funny because the funny way we say them is how they look. And they all start with the very same digraph. All 3 of these words start with the same digraph. Oh, raise your hand. Some of you already know one of the words. So think about what digraph it begins with. Benson, what digraph does it begin with? Yeah. These 3 words that are causing us some trouble all start with the WH digraph. And there are actually 3 of them. Yes, that's actually one of them. So the first one that you might have heard Deacon and I talking about is the word what. And you might have heard Deacon and I say it really silly. You might hear us say, You might hear us say what-hat because it looks like what-hat. That's what it looks like. But we know that's why it's a red word, because red words don't always, you can't sound them out, because if I tried to sound that out, what hat? It helps me spell it, but I have to remember in my head how to read it. Okay? All right, does anybody have another guess? And if you're not sure, you can look up on the cabinets there. What was another word that starts with these digraphs up here that has given us maybe a little bit of trouble? Dominic? Who, that's right. Who looks like, you might hear Deacon and I call it whoa, because it looks like whoa. But yeah, or whoa. But we know it's W-H-O. And then there was one more word that had the W-H digraph in it. Please leave this. Oh, thank you for raising your hand. Thank you for raising your hand. Josie, what's the last one? Win, that's right. And that one's tricky because you might hear Deacon and I call it wah-hen, because it looks like it has the word hen in it. And win is tricky, doubly tricky, because there's two kinds of wins. Let me show you the other win. What does this word say? Win. What does this word say? Win. But what does this word say? Win. But what does this word say? Win. Why are there two wins? Why are there two wins?
Win-win.
Why are there two wins? Oh, Gavin, why are there two wins?
One is like when you win a game, which is W-I-N, and the other one is like, when are we going to go?
Yeah, W-I-N right here is when you win a game. The one with wah-hen is the question word one. Okay? So let's go ahead and stand up and let's practice these W-H words one time before we get started with our work today. Oh, I love how Riley already has her arm out ready to practice. We're going to try these tricky W-H words. Ready? Let's start with what? W-H-A-T. What? Let's try it again. W-H-A-T. What? Okay. It's important when you say it, though, not to say what. Because when you're talking, you're not going to say, what time is recess?
What time?
We want to say it how we're regularly going to say it. Otherwise, you're going to confuse yourself. Let's try what one more time. Ready? W-H-A-T. What? All right, let's try who. Who. Ready? W-H-O. Who. Friends, I'm going to ask one more time. Can you say it the correct way? Not the way it looks. The correct way. Ready? W-H-O. Who. All right, and then finally, let's try when. And Jens, we're going to say it the correct way. Ready? W-H-E-N. When. Good job. Try it one more time. W-H-E-N. When. All right, thank you, friends. Go ahead and have a seat.